Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Alex Williams and you're watching the Wednesday game night right here at Funagain Games. With me as always is Patrick James. And our guest star tonight is Maureen Loomis.
Hello.
Filling in for Chris and Jeremy, who couldn't be here tonight. Chris is actually at Gen Con 50 this week, which is awesome. It's a little bittersweet for him because he was looking forward to Renegade. He's a big fan of Victory Point games. But he is down at Gen Con 50, which is awesome. He's going to pick up his early copy of Legend of the Five Rings. And so check out our Facebook page for the next 3 days, I think it is, 3 or 4 days for Gen Con 50, because Chris is going to be posting some pictures and some live video, and it's going to be pretty awesome. Alright, tonight we are playing Renegade. This is a game from Victory Point Games. Plays 1 to 5 players. It can play solo, and it plays in about 30 to 90 minutes, and it is on Kickstarter right now, but only for one more day. It actually ends tomorrow morning. So if you want to get a copy, you have to head over there and get it. Or you can stay here and watch our video and react to the video, and you'll be entered in to win a free Kickstarter copy. The Kickstarter copy comes with all the stretch goals and the Kickstarter exclusive deck boxes. It's pretty cool. Patrick and I have played it already. This is going to be Maureen's first time. And since we're playing for the first time with Maureen, we're going to start on the easiest SMC. But just because it's the easiest doesn't mean it's going to be easy. So, instead of having me drone on about what the game is about and how to play it, I'm going to show you a quick campaign video.
Renegade is a cooperative cyberpunk deck-building game for 1 to 4 players. It's the year of 2050, and Japan is at the forefront of technological innovation in the world. With humanity losing faith in their increasingly amoral society, the government creates the supermassive computer Mother to better understand the people by assimilating their thoughts. However, Mother adapted, creating her own network of servers and began controlling citizens. You are one of the few who have evaded the harvest, a renegade who lives in relative freedom under the city of Sapporo. Now you and your fellow renegades must join together to hack the supermassive computers, battle their countermeasures in the virtual world, and free humanity from Mother's shackles. Each game begins with selecting the SMC adversary and a set of objectives and countermeasures that you will face. The virtual battlefield is then constructed by shuffling the server tiles and setting them on the table to create the network. The players then place their avatar in their respective server and are ready to begin attacking the routines of the SMC. The round begins with each player taking turns, drawing from their decks and playing the command cards to hack the network. These cards can also be used to create more powerful command cards, exchanged at the Hack Shack, the base of operations for Renegade hackers. These cards stay in your deck, opening up more effective strategies for you to coordinate with your fellow players. Your Renegades create contaminants in the system. Each type of contaminant has different effects on the network. Viruses are used to infect SMC countermeasures, the Sparks and Guardians, deleting them from the network. Uplinks act as neural connections between partitions that allow you to shift sparks and contaminants on the server. Data nodes create shortcuts between partitions, allowing free movement throughout the network. Replicants, when they outnumber sparks in a partition, can modify them into contaminants. Combine 3 contaminants to create installations, digital factories that provide more powerful effects. You will have to use all the tools in your arsenal to defeat the SMC's deadly countermeasures. Sparks are the SMC's frontline defense and seek to destroy your contaminants. And much like your upgraded installations, the SMC can combine sparks to create more powerful guardians, which will mercilessly destroy all your progress. If the SMC deploys all its defenses to the network, your digital avatars are kicked off and the game is lost. However, should you manage to survive each countermeasure, you will defeat the SMC and emerge victorious. Mother's systems seem flawless, but you know there are cracks to be exploited in her subroutines. Gather the friends you can trust and break into the network in Renegade.
Alright, and that is the introduction to Renegade. That's the campaign video. If you head over to their campaign page, the link is in the comments section. You can go check that out and possibly back a copy if you like. Once again, if you want to win the free copy that's being given away here, you do have to react to our video, give us a happy face, a like, even an angry face, whatever it is, just react to the video so that we know that you're there. And then later in the game, we will stop and call out a name. You have to be here when we call out your name, otherwise you don't get your free copy. All right. You guys ready to play?
I am ready.
I'm ready.
Let's do this. So, let's move that. And let me know, by the way, this is a press kit copy, so the components are not final. But it's even in the press kit copy, you can see the art. It looks really gorgeous. If you want to take a look at anything like the player boards up close, let us know, and we'll show it to you. All right, guys.
All right, I am playing as Oshinoro, the red player.
And I'm Tilda Sweet, who's going to be blue today.
And show your cards there to the camera.
Just hold it up like this.
Yep. There's Tilda Sweet.
Oh, liar. There she is.
So these are the player boards. Gives you your action lists and a bit of a glossary term, your Renegade key code, which is pretty cool.
The art on this game is really cool. Whoever did this is really good.
Right, so
is there a formula for who goes first?
You're the alpha player.
You are the alpha
you're
player,
gonna go
so you
first.
go first.
I am the alpha. Even though I was just here going, who wants to go first?
Oh, and by the way, specialties of each character. So Oshinoro.
Yep.
Has...
So my avatar adds 2 to any infection scores at your partition at all times. So when I'm trying to use my little red viruses, I add 2 to those to remove sparks.
And my special power is that moving between partitions, I can carry not just a single color of contaminants with me, but I can also carry a spark or a different colored contaminant, which is really handy for some of the goals and objectives that you're given in the game.
Yeah, we think we've put together a pretty good dream team for the mission that we're here.
Now, we hope that you glean some knowledge from the gameplay and get an idea of how the game is played. But if you really want to see a how to play, there's some really great videos on the campaign page. Once again, campaign link is in the comment section below. All right, so we start out with the intel phase.
You want to tell us a little bit about the intel phase?
Well, let's talk a little bit about what we're up against here. All right. So first, we're up against the Alpha-Moby SMC. With the Alpha-Moby SMC, the difficulty is 2, and at the beginning, we're going to place 1 spark on each partition on Faith, which we've already done, and we're also going to place 1 spark on each player's access point, which we've already done, which is where the avatars start out. And this Alpha-Moby SMC has a special, during your start of your turn step ability, you add 1 spark to your avatar's partition. Alright. And we are starting out with simulation stage 1. And their goal on this one is actually kind of difficult, right?
It is. I was surprised it was level 1.
Each Renegade's home server, which is 1 entire color, each Renegade's home server and Faith must have no sparks on it. So in order to be successful during this stage...
Yeah, it's copper. Because it goes copper, silver, gold.
We're actually playing the simulation stage. Let's get a different stage out.
Oh, is that for simulation?
Yeah.
Okay.
So...
I think you
see
took
the
all the
cards?
cards.
That's right. So... We had mixed in the wrong card there. That won't work for the end of the round because there's no
there's no winning
spark movement on there.
I think it's fine. We can play without a spark movement. It's okay. No big deal.
Alright, so...
Pick us out our new bronze.
Yep. There we go. Alright, so your new bronze...
So what's our new objective?
Is called key code. Or so, not bronze, copper. Copper. So key code, the goal is each Renegade's home server's partition number 1 must contain 4 different color contaminants. So you're going to need to put yellow, red, blue, and green on the number 1 partition on your home server.
Alright, I can do that.
Alrighty.
Are you sure?
So,
That happened.
for this goal, our home servers are blue and red.
And blue is the justice one, and red is salvation, in case you wanted the
Nice.
cool fancy names for them.
That you do want the cool fancy names for them. I should have learned them. But we're going to fill up the one space on both of them with red, blue, green, and yellow contaminants.
Alright.
Alright. Sorry, everything's a little messy right here. Alright, so in the intel phase, you refresh your memory by rereading the SMC card special gameplay, which we
Check.
did. The countermeasure card remains face up during the command phase. We'll flip it over if you win or lose. And then that's pretty much it for the intel phase.
Alright, I think we
So,
got it
and
from
then you go right into the command phase.
Okay, so
And go ahead and show the camera what you're going to be playing when you play it, if you don't mind.
Alright, this is a co-op game, so I can definitely share with Maureen what I've got here. So these are my command cards. And I can see already that I've got a information command, it's the blue one, and I have some of the red ones. So that means that I'm going to be able to move by using my blue activation.
And you can move one
I can move one.
partition for each little
One
blue
per
symbol that
action
there's on
symbol.
there.
Yep. So this one little blue square there allows me to move one space. So I'm going to place that in my discards right next to my deck, and I'm going to move onto my number 1 space.
Is it not true that you can move your little contaminant with you? Because I think you can carry your
You
contaminant
can carry a
with you.
contaminant.
Can everybody carry their own contaminant?
Everybody can carry their own contaminants
You can carry
up to three.
of the same kind
Oh, right.
of any contaminant.
Yeah, so it doesn't have to be your own kind.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and take that guy with me. Thank you, Maureen, for being so astute.
It's a co-op game. We're working together.
Thank you.
See, so Patrick's played this before and Maureen hasn't. However,
She's calling me from across the network going, read the code, Patrick! All right, so I've moved, and let's see. I'm going to go ahead and use my 2 yellow actions plus this purple one, Faith, to leadership actually, to create a yellow contaminant where I'm at. So I discard those, and now I am 50% of the way through my home goal. I have a couple cards left in my hand. I've got 4 destruction commands, but I don't have anything to really do with those right now. So I'm going to hold on to them because I can definitely use these to take out a spark on my next turn. So now that my hand, excuse me, now that my turn is over, I'm going to draw not up to 5 cards, but I'm going to draw 5 additional cards to add to my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I can already see that I'm going to be able to do some good stuff on my next turn.
All right.
So now it's Maureen's turn.
Yep, then it's Maureen's turn.
Okay, so I'm going to draw my 5 command
And actually,
cards.
sorry, real quick. Let's see. I'm just making sure that we're going over the all the steps.
Yes, definitely.
I don't
'Cause
think
you did do the command phase.
Mhm.
What's that?
Yeah, he didn't buy anything from the Hack Shack, so I'm gonna get to buy all the good stuff.
Yes, I did
Correct.
not buy anything. I could have, but I didn't.
All right, so now it's your start of turn step. So
All right.
remember, at the start of your turn, you have to place a
You-
spark at your.
So there's gonna
Your
be a
partition.
spark placed on.
Did you do
my-
that? Right?
Oh, no, I thought the first one was that one. So,
Nope, that was the setting up.
so now that has 2 sparks on it.
All right.
4 sparks become a guardian, so we might have to do something about those pretty soon.
I have in my hand of command cards.
Mike Knickerbocker says this is why we can't have nice things, Patrick.
I have a couple of the blue information. I have a couple of the green, and this one's got the wild card leadership on it.
Nice.
And that green is the cognition, and then I have just the one of destruction. So one thing that we haven't, that Patrick didn't do in his, that I am going to do in mine, is that there are kind of boosted command cards, and in the Hack Shack,
Advanced command cards.
advanced command
I'm gonna move these
cards.
up a little bit so we can see them
Okay.
a little bit better.
And these advanced command cards give you additional like actions that you can take. So I'm gonna trade my 1 green and 1 wild card, and this is what I'm going to use to pay for this card, which costs 2 green. So I'm going to discard my original one, and my new card has this extra text at the bottom that says that I can interrupt after any spark roll to change the face of one of the spark dice so that it can be maybe less sparks or in a different place. But it still has the same command value as the previous card.
And that's any spark roll. So even if it's
so
your
I
spark
can
roll.
hold
So
it.
you can change a 6 into a 1, or...
Exactly. And interrupt means I can do it at any time.
Correct.
So I'm going to add that to my hand. And then I'm going to... Is there anything else I can do?
You know what,
I don't
Alex?
think
I accidentally did a bad thing when I set up this board.
What did you do?
Oh, these numbers are all supposed to face the same way.
Yeah, they are.
The 1 and the 2 were facing the right way, but
That's all right. We'll rotate it now. And
there
see.
are 3 other numbers on there.
There we go. Now,
4 other numbers.
Once again,
Nice.
here at Funagain Games, we do not follow the rules.
So I can use 1. So our goal is...
To put 1 of each color
On the
in your
1.
number 1 spot.
And I can't... Can I move if there's a spark on my tile?
You can move.
Okay.
You just can't place any sparks, or you can't place any contaminants on that tile until you get rid of those.
Okay. Well, I am going to... What can I do? I'm going to use this green, these greens here. And because my superpower is to move more than 1 spark color, because I can move 3 of 1 color and 1 of any other color that I want. Contaminants. I'm going to actually go ahead and pay the cost to make a green and put it on my square. Can I do?
I think we need to get rid of the contaminant.
You can
or
make an uplink. What are you talking about?
we need to
Okay,
get rid
yeah,
of the
so I want-
spark
I
Yes,
want-
first.
you cannot
place-
place a contaminant somewhere
so-
where there are
okay.
sparks.
Okay, then
That's
instead
a big
I'm gonna
rule that you should know.
I'm gonna pay 1 movement, and I'm going to carry my blue spark with me.
Okay.
And now I'm in a place where I can place a contaminant or place a green contaminant, and that's the uplink one.
Awesome. Yes.
And so now I'm in my 1 square, and I have 2 already placed.
All right, and you've got a couple other cards.
And I've
if
got
you
a couple other cards. Do
can
I
think of
wanna-
anything to use them more.
I don't think so, because I don't have enough to really be worth anything right now. So I think I'm going to do the same thing that you did and draw 5 additional cards. And because we...
That's the end of your turn.
Yeah, now's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Alright, so now we go again.
And we just bounce back and forth until we have nothing to draw.
A quick note on the deck building aspect of this one. Unlike a lot of other deck builders, you are going to be replacing cards with the cards that you get.
And you can use them right away.
And you can use them right away, but your command deck will always be just 15 cards.
Mm.
That way, that's sort of your timer for the round, for the whole round.
Yeah. Okay.
You get an additional Hack Shack card.
Yep,
that you
we
can
gotta
buy if you want.
replenish the Hack Shack. Ooh.
So now remember, at the start of your turn, you have to put a spark in your partition.
And
Oh, we do.
we forgot to do the
You-
randomized spark.
Normally, yes, but in the copper security,
Oh, that one we don't put
there
it in.
is no.
Is that because it's difficulty
spark.
level 2 instead
Probably.
of 5?
Probably.
Alright, so I'm going to put a spark on my spot here.
Is it the spot that you are on
It's the
currently?
spot
Yes,
that you
it is the
occupy.
partition that your avatar is in.
Okay, so I didn't use those viruses that I had last turn, but now, like I said, I can definitely use those to get rid of that spark. So, the question is, how many am I going to donate to this? Here, I'm going to go ahead and use both of them. I'm going to put 4 viruses.
Virus commands.
Virus commands. Plus my 1 little contaminant here. I'm going to roll the die.
And don't you also count for 2 as your special ability?
Plus I add 2, so there's kind of no way I can lose this.
Well, don't say that.
What could go wrong?
I'll go ahead and roll for the essence.
Okay, so I've got a combined 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 against
1.
Against 4.
Against 4. He is out of here.
So the virus has destroyed the spark, or deleted the spark.
And it's good to get rid of sparks, because what happens if there's too many, or if there's no sparks left?
If there's no sparks left, you die.
Game's over.
Game is over, you lose.
Okay.
So
So if we can get rid of those rather than just pushing them around, that'll really help. All right, so that was my first action. I'm going to use my, I'm trying to look up the right words for everything, my information actions to go ahead and place a blue contaminant where I'm at.
Patrick's 3/4 of the way finished with this turn.
And I don't have enough here to make, a green one, but maybe I can buy something that'll help me out. I can go ahead and pay the memory steal action to buy instead. Oops, that actually goes out of the game.
Yep.
I'm going to take Adrenaline Surge, which if nothing else gives me 2 actions when I get this. But also, when this card is used as part of an upload action, you may upload 1 additional contaminant of that type to that partition.
So when you make a green, you actually make 2 greens.
Yeah.
there you go.
Fancy.
Alright, I think I'll spend Diversion to buy the self-modifying inhibitor.
By the
Which
way,
lets
the
me-
cost of these cards are up here, and that's
Mhm.
how he's
So
buying this.
these 2 action items pay the cost right now.
And this one would let me delete 1 spark on my partition and then add a replicant.
I feel like I might need that one.
So I think that I've done just about everything I'm going to do for this turn. So I'm going to hold these and draw 5 more cards.
Alright.
And then it becomes Maureen's turn.
And Patrick's drawing the last 5 cards in his deck. So after Marine's turn, then they're each going to have 1 more turn, and then the round will be over, and it'll be the SMC's turn.
I'm going to refill our Hack Shack, our advanced command cards here, because I feel like I will be needing them.
And did you place a spark in your partition?
Jerk. I'm sorry, not very nice thing. So I have currently 1 one uplink and 1 data node. That's the green and the blue, and I need 1 virus and 1 replicant in my square, and I can pay 1 to push away a spark. So if I've got 1 green, I can pay that 1 green to push a spark out of my partition. So I'm going to push that guy away.
You would actually put that into your discards.
And I've got my discards in my
Oh,
out
that's
of
up
the
there.
game, so
Okay.
I'm mixed up. This is mine. That's yours.
Okay.
And then I need red and I need yellow. And I think the only way I'm going to be able to get anything is... Oh, here we go. So I'm going to pay 1 red, and I'm going to buy a new card that has 2 reds, which
Ooh,
is
that's
really
cool.
nice. And instead, I can delete 1 spark on my partition or an adjacent partition. So this, if I don't use it for its red cost, could be very handy. So I'm going to keep that in my deck, and then... what am I going to do with this?
So we need to try and get a yellow and a red onto your partition.
Hold on. I've got an idea. I'm also going to pay 1 of these, and I'm going to buy a new card that doesn't have the same amount of points, but its other function text says instead I can flip 1 contaminant on my partition, altering it to its other face. which might be really handy if I can only buy one color of partition, but I can get 2 of them.
Yeah.
Then I can flip one. So on the back of every yellow token is a red, on the back of every blue is a green.
Very smart.
And then is there anything, I know, because I don't have any of those colors that I can buy. And I already have a blue and a green. I think I'm going to, I don't like the 2 sparks together on one partition. That one doesn't very nice. It makes me very nervous. So I'm going to pay 1 blue to move to this partition. I'm going to pay green to push one of the sparks to the next partition, and then I'm going to pay a blue to move back to that partition.
Okay.
Now, what Maureen just did was she paid a, what is it called, a green?
I paid the cognition
command in order to shift a spark out of the partition.
Actually, I'm going to stay in that other partition, because if I stay there, then the spark will spawn there on my next turn.
That's true.
And then I can just move away from it to do what I need to do. Hopefully, I'll have a chance. We'll see. Okay, I'm going to draw out the last 5 of my cards. Okay. Alright. I think we'll be okay.
Okay.
All right, and before Patrick starts his next turn, real quick, I wanted to say thank you to everybody who's joining us. We are now up to 42 viewers right now. Hello, everybody. For anybody who missed it, if you want the chance to win a Kickstarter copy of Renegade, please make sure you react to this video. Later on, about 6:30 or so, we're going to be giving away one Kickstarter copy of it. You do have to be here when we call your name in order to win. So, all right, Patrick.
Okay. So, beginning of my turn. Oh, thank you for refilling the hex check. I get a spark in my location. So, first thing I get to do is try and get rid of that so I can lay things down. And so, what I'm going to do here is I will use the self-modifying inhibitor to delete that spark and add a replicant, a yellow one. So you're gone. And there they are.
Nice.
Okay. And now I need to get a green on there. I'll go ahead and use these 2. And this one that I just bought last turn lets me add an extra contaminant of this color. So I'm actually going to add 2 greens to this spot.
And that's if it's used as a, if it's used in order to place contaminants?
Yeah.
Is that how that
Yep.
works? Okay.
Yeah, so since I'm using it to place a contaminant, I'm going to place 2. And I have completed my goal on this side. And looks like I might as well try and build up my deck so that I have some good cards for the next round. I will pay
That's a good idea.
3 destruction commands. And I only have to get rid of 1 of those because I do need to keep a 15 card deck. And I'm going to buy Reset Spark. And do I have anything else I can do here? Nope.
No.
By the way, I want to clarify with anybody watching, the purple command, the leadership commands, are basically a wild. You get to say whichever contaminant or color you want it to be commanded.
And then these upgraded ones do have extra text that they do.
Yes.
And oh, you know what? Now that Alex has brought that to my attention, this Reset Spark that I just bought has a couple wilds on it, so if I wanted to,
You could pay a wild and just get 2.
card any cards you desire in the hex check and immediately restop them, or delete all sparks. Oh, you know what? This power is better. I'm going to keep that one. Alright, so now that my turn's over, I discard these.
Beautiful thing.
And
Alright.
that's going to be the end of me for the round.
I understand now why the difference between discard and remove from the game
Yes.
is there is because you
We'll-
add these to your deck. So
we'll fix your deck.
I need to go
We'll make
through
sure you have
between
15
round 1 and
cards.
2 and fix that. Okay, so I need to put a spark on my little square, my partition at the beginning of my turn, and I'm going to pay 1 blue, and I'm going to move from here to partition number 1, which is where I need to be in order to do the things I need to do. So I'm going to keep that one. I'm going to pay 2 reds and actually I'm going to pay 4 reds, and I'm going to put a red virus token on my partition.
Right.
Yes. And then I'm going to pay 3 of the yellows.
All right.
And I'm going to put
replicant deception command for
We
replicants.
made it right under the wire on
Yes,
that
just
one.
barely.
And now I'm going to swap out some stuff. So I'm going to pay 1 yellow, and I'm going to get this bonus, which lets me have, which lets me swap contaminant with spark, so I can trade those 2 places. I'm also, I think, going to pay 1 wild leadership and swap it for this leadership,
Good choice.
which lets me discard any cards I desire in the Hack Shack and then restock them. So I can swap out the cards down here, which is
Alright.
really handy. Let me see
Okay.
if there's anything else I want to do. Really
Nicely played.
yeah, I think that. Wait a minute.
You looking at the replicant jar?
I'm looking at this one. So
Okay.
this text says, after any infect action, I can interrupt and add +2 to the Renegade's total infection score. So I
So
think
that
that's
kind of lets you use my power.
Yeah, I think I get to be a little bit more powerful with that. So I think I'm going to buy that card as well.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
So should we?
Are you done?
Should we
I'm
fix?
done playing my
should we
thing.
fix her deck real quick
And I'm
before
going
we?
to fix mine.
Yeah, we'll
Go on.
do that. While you're doing that, I'm gonna explain a couple things. Go ahead
Okay.
and fix that.
So those are for sure out.
I see that Yoshi and Robin are playing this on their big screen TVs. Thank you so much for watching. If you have the chance to blow this video
So
up, please
you
do,
definitely
because the
would've
art
got the
and the
upgrades.
game looks amazing. Even though this is a
Yes.
press kit
So to
prototype
follow those
And that
version of the
paid
game,
2.
the
So
art and
that would be
everything
this
is
one
still
out.
gorgeous.
And I paid that to move, and I paid that to create a thing.
I'm glad your memory is better than mine.
I definitely would have gotten
bought that one.
which cost probably.
Robin, thank you for noticing the awesome,
the dog
gorgeous
is definitely
game table.
yours.
We got this from
Yes,
BoardGameTables.com.
and then this one.
That's
They were
an
very
upgrade,
nice
so that's
and
one
That's
sponsored
gonna
the videos
stay, but
for
how
us,
much
and
it
we
cost
got this
1
table
yellow,
to play
so
our games
that one
on.
goes
So
away.
very cool. Go check them out.
Um,
Once again,
So let's see
BoardGameTables.com.
if you have 15.
You can see the
cards
link
there.
So
at
that's
the
4,
the
5,
ticker
6,
above
7,
us. So
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
So one of those has to go.
Okay, so let's say that one of the greens went, because I probably paid extra because that one costs more.
Okay.
So I think that's
All
what
right.
my
We're back on
hand is.
track.
Sort of. Let that be a lesson to you, kiddies at home.
Okay.
All
So those
right.
can actually all go in a single pile because
Yeah.
they're all
Out of the game.
out of the game.
So the next phase is actually the countermeasures phase. This is when the SMC strikes back against you. The first thing they're going to do is they're going to do a virus battle segment. So any spot that has any viruses with sparks, they're going to battle. As you can kind of see right here, especially for those of you with the full screen video, there are no partitions where there are a virus and a spark present, so there's no need to do a virus battle.
That's because we've just been kicking them out.
We
of
have.
that
We've
square.
been pushing them out
So
of
we
number 1.
Needed to be
Alright.
without them.
So then we also do a delete contaminants segment in which the remaining Spark and Guardians automatically delete all contaminants, and once again, there are no contaminants sharing a partition with Sparks, so we're good on that. Last but not least, you would delete installation segments, and there are no installation segments or Guardians to delete them. All
So we
right.
don't get to keep those from one round to the next.
If there are guardians and installations on the same space, then the
Yeah.
guardians will destroy the installations.
Oh, okay.
But
So
if your
you want-
installation's
you wanna
on its
go-
own, you're good.
Yeah, you want to
Okay.
go destroy the guardians and protect your installations.
Okay.
All right, so the next step is the success or failure step. So, once again, the goal was to get all 4 of the different colored contaminants on the partition number 1 in each Renegade's home server, and they succeeded. So, we're going to flip this over, and we're going to look at the success side. As you can see, there is a success side and a failure side to the back side of the SMC card. Flipping it everywhere. Alright, so success, we add 1 installation to anywhere on Justice or Freedom. So Justice is the blue server, Freedom is the green server. You're going to add any installation. So, the different installations that we have are Propagator, which is the red one, Replicator, which is yellow, a neural hub, which is green, and a data port, which is blue.
And we don't want the black one because the black one
The black one is a guardian.
The guardian.
Those are
Yeah,
bad.
that's bad.
Those are created by having too many sparks in one partition.
So if we put the green one down,
Mm-hmm.
that would make it so that we can basically teleport an action, telepathically do an action
So we could.
On that server.
on that server.
Yes. So
But
if
if
you're
we-
standing at the partition where there's a neural hub, then you can basically do an action on any other partition in that server.
But if we put the blue one down, the data port,
That one.
that makes it
lets
so
us-
that we can teleport anywhere in the network.
We haven't really made a network yet, but I feel like that might.
Well, the whole thing is the network.
Okay, so we can. That would be really handy for moving around.
Yeah.
And then the red one and the yellow one reduce the cost of bringing out
Contaminants.
those contaminants. So instead of having 3 deception actions to create 1 replicant contaminant, that's 3
Yeah.
yellows, it would then just take 1 yellow on the partition that has this in it.
But they're only letting us put a blue or a green down, right?
Okay.
No, you can put any installation
It can
we can.
only go in the
on
blue or the green.
either
Oh,
Justice or
okay.
Freedom. So,
Okay.
So,
Well,
decisions.
what do you think, Patrick?
Well, I could have come up here and helped you at some point. I mean, you did a great job by yourself, but if I could have
Really hard to
teleported, I
get
could have
away.
done that a lot faster.
So
So,
do
do we
we
put
wanna
that like
put
right in the
this,
middle somewhere?
Our
like
viewers
here?
are saying, green one.
They say green? Okay.
Okay, we'll do a green.
Neural hub.
So that one lets us do an action in
Lets you
that.
telepathically do an action.
Yeah.
If you're standing on
So
it.
if that's the case, if we do the green, I think the green should go on the blue server
Okay.
because I feel like that's where most of our
There's a lot going on up there.
and it's
there's
really
a lot more
close to
sparks up there.
faith.
Okay,
So
let's
I
do it.
feel like that might be a thing.
All right. Do you want to put it on 5?
I really disagree with our viewers though.
All right.
I don't know if that's
To be,
like
to be
able
fair,
to
to
be
be
done.
fair, I think it's one viewer. I think it's Aaron
Okay.
Oh, one
saying
viewer.
that.
Okay,
Okay.
because
The neural hub is powerful, but you might want to
the
get Ocean
transportation
up to the faith
would
there.
be really handy to get from this corner all the way to the server,
Okay.
which is
Storage.
the like motherboard one. So can I put this like right here?
It's a capital decision.
6 or 2? I think it should go. Maybe
6 is more
6. Okay.
centralized.
So we're gonna put it on 6, and then you can get over to
Maybe I can get around a little
anywhere
faster.
else a
Okay.
little bit better.
All right, so the next step in the countermeasures phase is the moving sparks step. And so when you do that, we're going to use these 4 arrows right here in the center of the success fail side of the SMC card. And it's going to tell us to move sparks in faith down, sparks in salvation up, sparks in justice down, and sparks in virtue up. And the way we do that is we only move the highest or lowest depending on where it's moving. So if we're moving down in faith, we're going to go from the 6th, we're going to move to the 5th partition with just 1. So then in red, which I keep forgetting the name of,
Red would be salvation.
Salvation, thank you. We're going to go to the lowest one, so it'll be 6, and
Let's move to 5.
it's actually going to move.
Oh, we're going up.
Oh, is there anywhere for it to go?
It's going to move up, so it'll go to 1.
Oh, okay.
So
So,
it
it just rotates around.
Yep, and both of them move in.
I was using that.
All right. So then in Justice, we're going to move down from
So
6
to
5. And then in Yellow, which
is
again
Virtue.
Thank you.
Nothing there.
Nothing there, so we're not going to move anything.
And Freedom also nothing there. Oh, but
Oh.
that one wasn't on the list.
So, and one of the cool things, like we haven't seen it yet, but if we get 3 sparks in one partition, it automatically becomes a Guardian.
3 or 4?
3. So once a third one goes into a partition,
That's terrible.
it becomes a
Maybe
Guardian.
our one viewer was right, and we should have put the green one there. Project.
Should have listened.
All right. So the other thing is, when you succeed with an SMC card, you're going to set this aside. You're going to keep it because it's going to give you points at the end of the game. If you fail, you just put it away because it's not going to give you points.
We got some points.
You got some points.
Yay, points.
Yay, points. All right. So
No.
if there were any end of game effects, now would be the time to do them. I don't think that you guys have any
Nope.
end of game effects.
No.
We do the new deal step.
Which means, do we shuffle the Hack Shack?
No, so you shuffle your cards and pull 5.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense. Just checking to make sure I have 15.
Oops.
Okay.
Okay, and then you just simply discard the only remaining card that's out in the Hack Shack.
So that just goes up there.
No, because that's the ones that we're kicking out of the game for now.
Is it out of the game or is it discarded?
It just says discard.
Okay, so I'm
Okay,
going
so
to
we'll leave
discard
it there.
power for the Hack Shack's going to
We'll just
Right.
remember not to draw it.
Yep, and
Yes,
you'll
so-
refill that at the beginning of your turn. We're not there
Okay.
just yet. So, the intel phase, we're going to look at our next, I always forget what they're called. Security something. Anyway, the silver security is, the goal is to have at least one virus, which is the red.
Oh, it's an SMC. Right?
Well,
No,
this
that's
is the
the
SMC.
SMC.
So their
Oh, okay.
security measures here,
Got
that's
it.
probably what they're called. Security measures.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the goal is to have at least one virus on each Renegade's access point. So you have to get a virus on the
The sixes.
the 6s on each of those. So,
Is there anything
Oh,
else
that-
to it?
Super
on
easy.
each Renegade's access point. Shutdown protocol. During the end of turn step, you must remove one virus from the network.
Oh, no.
Oh.
If there are none to remove, then add 2 sparks to your access point instead.
No, that's terrible.
It just got a lot harder.
And we have to make it all the way through 3 draws, all 15
Yes,
cards.
all 15 cards.
So we need to get a red on number 6
for both of them.
for both of us.
them.
And
then
have
we
to
need
have
to start putting viruses
extras.
down in other places.
Yes.
Yeah. So we should probably actually after that get away from 6 so that they don't put viruses on it and get it eaten.
Well, is it a virus from the server?
Not viruses,
or
sparks.
Is it they remove a virus from the whole server, or is it from the partition?
What did it say? It said remove one virus from the network. So you can choose
We get
any
to
virus
choose.
across the
Oh,
network.
okay.
So to start, we have these number 1s that are okay to remove if we have to.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And remember,
Are we
there are
ready to go?
no viruses to add
We
or
are.
to remove.
We
Then you
add
have to add
sparks.
2 sparks.
all right. Are we ready?
We are ready. Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
All right, let's go ahead and start the command phase. So remember, you do your start of
Ooh,
turn
that's
step.
pretty.
Yes, but it's also very spendy.
So technically speaking, those wouldn't come out just yet, but that's
Oh.
okay. We do a start of turn step,
Mm.
which at the start of turn, you're going to put a spark where you're at.
Oh no!
So you're creating a guardian.
Ooh. So that third spark goes down, and a
So then
guardian
you
is
remove
created.
those 3 sparks and you create a guardian.
And what does the guardian actually do?
What does a guardian actually do?
Because it
We had
sounds
Toy Story
all
meme.
like
It
nice
was.
and friendly and great, but I feel like it's not in fact nice, friendly,
I don't
or
think they're
great.
going to guard anything for us.
No, guardians are bad things. Well, the guardians are guarding the network, you know.
And
They're guarding the
network
SMC.
is what we're fighting.
Right. All right. So the guardian is it's basically worth 4 sparks. So when you're trying to delete it, you'll have to beat it that way. Also, if you add more sparks to it, I think once you add another 3, if I remember right, and I'll double check that.
Firewall.
It actually explodes and spreads. So,
Okay.
and then if you create a guardian with flames, which I can't remember what they're called again, then those become a firewall.
Okay.
If you have a firewall, you can't do anything with that partition.
Oh man.
So we don't want firewalls.
So I would get the heck out of there and maybe take your virus with you.
Before you
I
do
got
that,
this.
I remember. So you did that. You would refill the hack shack, which we did.
Mm-hmm.
Now, since we're in the silver, we are going to do a random spark.
Oh.
Not here. Not here.
Not here. Not here. Not here.
Don't I have a thing where I can change the...
I don't know. Do you?
And then see if I have a
So,
thing. Nope, I don't have that thing.
when you do random sparks, you're going to roll the partition die, partition dice, server dice, whatever you call them. It's going to tell us. Okay, it's going to go into red at 5.
What? Oh, okay. Not on 1.
Nope, not on 1, but very close. Very close.
A little too close.
All right, so and the dots down here, by the way, let me go ahead and show you that. The dots down here on the bottom show you how many sparks you're going to add during that phase. So that's what we just did. We added 1 spark, and Patrick freaked out a little.
I did. Ooh.
It's more to
Okay.
go.
So are we ready to go?
Yeah.
Yes, so you are ready to begin the command actions.
Okay.
Your command actions.
So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to trade in this 1 regular red action to become, good catch, the overwrite interrupt, which is basically the same thing, but it comes with some text down there that's going to help me out. I'm going to use my reset spark. This could delete all sparks on a location, or I can delete a guardian and add 1 spark. So I'm going to go ahead and use that.
Oh man, how lucky is it that you have that card?
Pretty lucky. So that's going to go away.
Goodbye, Guardian.
Add
And
1
then
little spark. Yeah.
instead there's a spark. Let me just make sure that it's not the... Oh, okay. The firewall one has flames on the inside.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and use my infect action to get rid of that spark. I'm going to use overwrite interrupt to add 2. Oh, actually, no, I can't because I don't have an action to go with that. Never mind. I'm just going to leave it there. That's what I'm going to do.
Anything else you want to buy?
I probably should.
Do you have any greens?
Ooh, real quick. Chris Ayala is watching. Hi, Chris!
Does anybody out there on the internet have anything they'd like
a
to ask
question
Chris?
for Chris
Is there-
while he's here? You can go ahead and ask him in the comments. I'm sure he'll reply.
All right.
All right, good.
I'm going to trade Focus for Ginger Cool.
Ginger cool. That sounds like a refreshing beverage.
It is a refreshing beverage.
All right, and I can use this to interrupt any spark roll to instead change the phase to a spark die of my choice. All right, that's going to be all that I'm going to do for right now. So
Okay.
I'm going to redraw my 5 cards.
Yep.
Oh, wait. Nope.
Wait,
no. I'm actually going to use my blue move die real quick.
Is that
And
are
I'm
you
gonna-
purchasing a thing or are you using this?
I'm using it to
Then
move.
it goes in your discard pile.
Yes, it does. I almost pulled a Maureen. I'm going to use this to pick up my red, and I'm going to drop it on 6.
Soon.
And that's part of my objective so far. Now I really am done, and I'm going to draw my 5 cards.
All right.
And
So now this is the end of turn step, though.
it is.
So at the end of the turn, you have to remove 1 virus from the network.
Do I have any writing under there?
You don't.
No.
You only have 2 viruses on the network right now, and they are in the partitions that you were both in.
So I would volunteer
So
to...
as a cooperative game player, I might just show Patrick some of my cards, which include the ability to make more viruses, and the special bonus card, which says that I can flip a yellow to become a red at any time. So I think Patrick should maybe not worry so much about deleting a virus that's in my network partition. Just saying.
So we'll go ahead and we'll take out number 1's.
Like 3 people came up and said, Scythe? Has Chris played Scythe yet?
Maybe he'll find somebody to play with at Gen Con.
His new friends at Gen Con.
Okay, so that's your turn, Maureen.
Okay.
Oh,
so
yeah, you did
we
that.
did the
Okay.
end of turn. The
We need to
beginning of
refill.
my turn, I put a spark on my square.
Yep.
Yes. No, it's that side. And we refill my. Ooh, those are so pretty.
Oh wow, this
Look
one.
at all those leadership
This one just deletes
commands.
a guardian.
Ooh, that's
Look at all those leadership
fancy.
commands.
If you were to donate 3 purples to it, you wouldn't actually be losing anything.
I definitely don't
Leadership commands.
have.
Alright, leadership commands.
I definitely don't have any purples, so that's not going to work for me. But I could do. Oh, what does that do? Delete any 2 contaminants and then add an installation. Ooh. Okay. But if I pay more than 1 card, then that means that I have fewer than 15 cards.
So
in my
what you would
deck
do is you would choose 1 card
to be removed, and
remove, and the others would
ones
just get
would
discarded.
Okay, I see. That makes sense. Okay. So it's the beginning of my turn. Did we also need to put a spark for the silver?
You restocked the hack shack, so now yes, we need
Okay.
to do a random spark. I'm gonna go ahead and
Why
do it
am I
right here.
feeling some ominous feelings?
Oh man, we rolled Faith in blue on 5. Oh man, which is
Oh, maybe
right
another guardian.
here. So, boom, we've made another guardian.
Do I have a handy remove the
I'm messing
guardian?
up your network here.
You're fired.
There we go.
Delete 1 spark. Oh, that's not an interrupt. Ooh, was that a spark dice that you just rolled?
That was a
It's
spark dice I just rolled.
Too late now.
Next time.
Next time.
Next time. Okay. So then there is something on here that I can delete a guardian if I pay 3 purples, which I don't have 3 purples.
Okay.
But I do need to move to another tile, and
Now we need to get
I don't have any
we
because
need
I
to-
can't move.
we need to get a virus onto 6, so maybe we could push one of those and then flip it.
I could push it, but I feel like I don't have the power. I would not be very good at getting rid of a virus because there has to have a virus there. So what I was thinking I would do is use the execute function on this and flip the yellow to a red so that there is a virus on my square, right?
Okay.
And I can't add a contaminant
No,
if there is a spark, correct?
correct.
Okay, then I am going to pay a green, so that's a discard, and I am going to pay a green, which is a cognition, and I'm going to push this spark to the adjacent tile, so I don't have a spark on my tile anymore. And then I'm also going to pay 3 of these destructions and put an additional virus on my tile so that if somebody happened to need to delete a virus, there's a virus that can be
We
deleted.
got some backup.
Yeah. And I think
Any other moves this turn?
yes. Yes, in fact, I think I will use this leadership, which is the wild one. We're going to pretend that's a blue, and I'm going to take both of these little
Ooh, nice.
viruses
Good
with me
move.
to 6.
Good move.
Ta-da!
All right, so now you replenish your hand,
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
and the end of turn step, once again,
Yes.
you must remove a virus from the network.
Okay, so
I might have 1 virus to spare on my square.
go ahead and take that one out.
Okay.
This is the security measures shutdown protocol. We keep trying to get rid of all these viruses that you keep laying out there.
No,
All right.
no.
So we did that.
Yep.
Now we're back to the beginning of a turn.
Yep, so start a turn.
So-
I'm going to add another spark to where you're at.
Does part of the goal say that there can't be any sparks there, or just that we have to have a virus there?
You just have to have a virus there.
Okay.
But remember that during the SMC security measures, the virus will fight the sparks,
Oh,
and the sparks could.
and then we don't resolve the
overtake
success
them,
or
so-
failure until after, and that's terrible.
We still want to get rid of those.
You still want to try to get rid of them.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Wait, is it okay?
Okay.
What have you got, Patrick? Can I help you?
All right. So I'm going to use an overwrite, interrupt. I'm just using the action to start a fight with this spark. My character adds 2 to my infection. I'm not going to use the text on it. I'm just using the action
Oh, alright.
because it's a single.
So you're using the
Red.
command.
I'm using.
So
I'm
it's
sorry.
3 versus 1.
Yep. So it's 3 versus 1. 4 actually, because there's a spark right here, or not a spark, a virus right there. I'm gonna roll for me. Add 6 to that, so that makes me a power of 9 versus
Jeez.
that spark.
Which is power of 6.
6.
Okay, so that's gonna go away.
You rolled the wrong dice.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's gonna go away, and so now that can't eat our virus on the next turn.
Good job.
I need
No virus
to
eating.
no, don't do that. All right, I'm gonna move away from here so that I stop risking my virus on my little home. I'm gonna pay 1 blue action to move 1. I'm gonna create a virus here.
Justin Davis says that viruses are tasty.
Going to use these 3 to drop a virus where I'm at,
Oh, and then you can delete that virus next time.
and I can delete that one next time.
Smart, smart, smart.
And actually, you know what I'm going to do is, am I?
What are you going to do, Patrick?
What
are
am
you gonna do?
I?
But are you going to
That's
buy a
smart.
thing?
You know what? I'm not, because these have special text on them, and I might need them later. I'm just going to go ahead and end my turn, draw my cards.
Alright, so you draw your
End of
cards.
turn.
And then you have to delete a virus.
No, and then. All right.
And then.
So, I have to delete a virus. I'll delete that one. That was my sacrificial virus.
Alright. So that was the end of your turn.
Mm-hmm. So now it's the beginning of Maureen's turn, so you get a spark.
By the way, we are halfway through the second round, which means that we're halfway through the entire game. Stick around after these next 3 turns and the SMC phase. After this round, we'll go ahead and give away the Kickstarter copy of Renegade. Once again, remember to react to this video in order to be entered in to win.
Okay.
Alright, so it's my turn.
When you add a spark,
I get a spark, and then we roll the dice as well.
Yes, you would normally have to refill that, but we don't have to refill that. So we're going to roll random spark dice. And we're going to put them, this time in Virtue on number 3.
that's not so
Okay.
bad. Boop. Right there.
I'm starting to get a little scared. I feel like a critical mass of sparks
You
is
have
a
a
thing that we
lot
are
of sparks up
feeling.
there.
At least it's a thing that I am feeling. Okay.
Patrick's way down there going, what? I don't know. What's the problem?
Come join me. Save me.
I'm working on it.
Okay. Okay, so I think I'm going to use this. I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on. I have to get my brain together. I have lots of these. Which, okay, I think I'm going to use this blue, and I'm going to purchase this card here. which allows me to place this card plus up to 2 other cards on the bottom of my command deck and then draw additional cards. And so it says up to 2 other cards. And I'm gonna need virus cards, I feel like.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put that one. Wait a minute. First, I'm gonna play this, which allows me to swap 1 contaminant on any partition with 1 spark.
Nice.
So I'm going to trade this spark over here, and I'm gonna bring probably the green one up there. And then I don't have a spark on my area. So then I'm gonna trade the one that I just purchased that allows me to put cards on the bottom. I'm gonna put that and 1 other card on the bottom of my deck, and then draw 2 cards. And then maybe I'll have 2 red cards that will let me do a virus. Oh, almost.
Well, you got some wilds.
I got some wilds.
Some leaderships.
Okay, so I'm gonna play these cards here. Is an additional action for this black market card. I can discard any cards I don't like from this and put them here.
Okay.
And then fill that up again. So I'm gonna first put the virus on the board, and I'm gonna put it here, and then
Adjust the shack.
and then I think I'm gonna adjust the shack. So which ones do we not like?
Well, we can't really afford either of these,
So maybe.
so they might as well go.
Okay, for right now, because we're not willing to
Yeah.
pay for that. Okay, so then I get to put 2 additional cards down.
Put 2 additional, yeah.
Oh, they're so spendy.
They are, but they are pretty.
Okay. I think that I am done for now.
Okay. So go ahead and draw your last 5 cards.
Which,
Okay.
And then as the shutdown protocol, you have to remove 1 virus from the network.
yes, but we have an extra virus now.
It's our safety virus. Okay.
Who'd have thunk that you'd have safety virus in the same sentence?
Okay, so now it's the beginning of my turn.
Yep.
I add a spark to my partition.
See, you're getting it down. It's like you're remembering stuff.
It is like I'm remembering stuff. That's weird. Alright, and so now I'm going to roll to see where...
Nope.
Nope.
First, you restock the hex shack,
Okay.
and then we roll. Oh, you guys get to pick the server.
I thought it was just where you currently are.
No, this is the random one that goes
Okay.
down. And so yellow and green really don't have anything on them.
And yellow is
So-
currently unoccupied.
Well, it has 1.
No, but none of us are
Oh,
on
yeah.
it.
So I think, and it's on number 3,
Yeah.
so we can either put it here or there.
Ooh,
We should
put it
there.
here because it doesn't have any. Yeah, that's a better choice. Good job.
That's the least worst option.
All right. So now we go to the command actions.
Okay.
You need to delete a virus at the end of each turn.
We do. Okay, I'm going to move. So I'm going to use a leadership action to move over to the teleporter, and then I have to use another action to teleport, don't I?
You do. Unless you were moving to another data node.
Which
So if you
is
move
Oh, I
over
can
there,
move to that for free.
yeah.
you can move to that for free. Because
Okay.
you've already paid for your movement cost of moving on to the...
Okay, so it's kind of like using it as part of the path.
correct.
Alright, so I'm going to teleport over to Maureen.
Okay.
I was hoping there'd be a sound effect.
Was there? In
Yeah.
case anybody didn't hear that, it was wah, 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 wah. Okay, and then from here, I'm going to I'm going to move 2 more.
Okay.
I'm going to go 1, 2. So I'm going to create. Where'd it go? I'm going to create a virus where I'm at. And it's here, not near any sparks, so it shouldn't be messed with. I'm going to trade this green one. Oops.
Yeah.
Get sold for a better green one. That is really all I can do.
Okay. So, are you just going to end your turn?
Push away. So I can
Are you
use my
looking at
green
shift?
ones to shift a. Oh, can only be used for sparks. Can't use it for guardians. So yeah,
Right.
that's really the best thing I can do. I'm just gonna go ahead and wait.
Okay.
So discard the rest of those.
Alright, so now it's on to
The
Maureen's
final
last
turn of this round.
Was there any end of turn thing that
Right.
Patrick
You
needed
have to
do?
remove a virus.
Right. I'm gonna remove that one that I just made.
Okay.
Thank you, Maureen.
You're welcome.
And so the first thing we do is we create a spark for you.
Yes. Which is not my favorite, but that's fine.
And then do we roll or
Yeah.
do we?
No, we have to roll.
Hack check.
We do the hack check and then we roll. Alright. Oh, going into red on number 4.
Okay. Well,
Not
that's fine.
too
It's
bad.
okay.
Not too bad.
Okay.
Alright.
First thing I'm doing on my turn is paying 2 of the cognition, and I am pushing this spark. I'm gonna push it to you because I feel like you could really kick some.
Think I can do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you need to, you can.
Well,
And
next
then
turn.
yeah, and then I'm gonna use the leadership, the wilds from these 2, in addition to a red here, and I'm gonna make another virus on this square,
Nice.
and then I'm going to actually use these. Hold on, do I want to buy some blues? Because we have a bunch of blues, right?
You do.
Um,
If you could trade 3 blues, you can get
I
this
can-
one, which is still
yeah.
basically 3 blues if you want it to
but
be.
like I could
Or it could be wild.
teleport my avatar to any partition on the network for 1 move action. So,
And you know what? That might
that's
really help
really good.
if we have to get back to my network next turn.
so I'm going to choose one of these to go away,
Strategy.
and one of them goes in my thing. And then I have 1 more blue left, which I feel like I could probably use to buy this blue
Oh, we got a set
here.
face.
That's just because they're scared for us, right?
Right. I think they're worried.
So this one I get to move. Help me understand what
Okay.
that actually says.
So this one says, instead of using it as a blue action, you can instead move from an open partition to any other open partition as a move action.
it's like a
still a
teleport.
teleport.
Okay, so I
And it doesn't
basically
say it has
got
to be on your server, so you can use this to go anywhere on
I
the network.
basically got 2 teleport
You have 2 of
cards.
those. That's really going to help us
That's
next game,
really
or next
gonna help
round.
us. Okay,
Next game.
so
Next
I
game.
think
We're going to save that for another day.
I think I'm done with that.
Okay.
Okay.
So we need to delete a virus.
Right? Okay, we
So,
deleted
as the security
that.
or shutdown protocol.
Boom, done.
Alright, so that is it for your guys' turn. Remember to stick around, we're going to do the SMC phase real quick, or the countermeasures phase real quick. But after that, we're going to give away a free Kickstarter copy of the game. So, the first thing that we have to do is virus battle segment. Are there any viruses in the same partition as any sparks?
Nay.
No.
No,
Negatory.
there is not.
Good job,
Alright.
us. 5.
But we are now in the delete contaminants section.
Oh no.
In which case, we are going to delete, I think it's all contaminants?
What? No,
Hold on,
that's false.
let me double check.
That's not what we did
I'm
last
pretty
time.
sure. Well, that's because there was no contaminants with sparks last time.
Oh, we don't have any. Okay.
There's one big one down there.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I can't remember. You know, this is messed up.
Would it help if I said that I think you're probably
contaminant
right?
segment. It might. Oh, it's right here. It's right in front of me. It's right in front of me. All right, delete contaminants. Remaining Spark and Guardian tokens on the network automatically delete all contaminant tokens on their partitions.
Those
So-
sparks are secretly more powerful than they look.
Okay, so all of those go
It's a
away.
purge, you know. At the
Yeah.
end of the countermeasure phase, they're just going whop and
I like your
zapping
sound
out all of
effect
the whomp.
Okay.
All right, so now we have cleared out all the contaminants where there were sparks, and so we're moving on to the delete installation segment. Now, the only installation we have is the
That's the
data
port.
port. And there are we don't delete it. We only delete it if there's a guardian in there with it.
Nope, no guardian.
So it is safe.
Okay.
All right.
Do we delete the guardian?
We don't delete
Wouldn't
the
that be
guardian.
nice?
Wouldn't it be nice?
Now we get to see our reward because
Yep.
We definitely won.
we made
So,
it with
the
a
goal,
virus.
once again, the goal for this one was to have at least one virus on each of the Renegades' access point. The access point is the number 6 in their server, and they succeeded. So, I'll flip that over to the success side. All right, and for your success, you get to add 1 spark to each Renegade's access point.
Worst reward ever.
Now remember that success doesn't necessarily mean reward, it just means, you know, less
Not as bad as it
not
could
as
have
bad
been.
stuff that could have happened. I love the quote here. She's failing. I think we have survived her access shutdown and should be okay from here.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. All right.
Then we get to move the things.
We do. We move the sparks. So we move the sparks. All right. So we're gonna go down in faith here. So 5 is gonna go down to 4 and create a guardian.
No!
I hate this face.
Come on, get out there.
Okay, and then a guardian
Create
needs
a
to
guardian
go
right
there.
there in 4.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna go
Crowded.
up in blue.
Oh,
I forget what it's called.
no.
So it's gonna go up
No.
here and create a
No.
guardian.
Oh, that's the
Guardians are
worst.
everywhere.
The
Okay.
SMC is mad
Now
at
I'm
us.
actually really scared.
Down in yellow, so 3 to 2, and then up in green, 2 to 3.
Okay.
All right, so not so bad, but
Kind of terrible.
once again, if we run out of guardians to set down, and there's only
Oh.
2 left, you lose. All right, so we're gonna set that aside in order to count that as points next time. So before we get started on our 3rd and final round, I want to go ahead and give away a free Kickstarter copy of the game. If you haven't reacted to this video, do it right this second because I'm going to announce a winner, and that's how I'm looking up the name.
So for anybody who's just joining us, what are we giving away?
We're giving away.
We're giving away a Kickstarter copy of the game, a Kickstarter reward. Basically, it's going to be 1 copy of the game with all of the stretch goals that were unlocked and the Kickstarter exclusive deck tuck boxes, which are
That's
pretty cool
awesome.
looking. Yeah. All right. I had this brought up, and now it's going to take a minute. So let's go ahead and get started on the next round while that comes up, and we will announce the winner here in just a second.
Okay.
All right.
Do you
so
want to read our new goal?
we do our intel phase. Yes, sir. Let's get over there. All right. So our new gold countermeasure or security measure card is Roman Road. The goal is to have a pathway, which is, you know, adjacent partitions, each having a blue circle or square, connecting the required number of access points to each other, which must include faith, number 6, and each renegade's own access point.
Oh dear
No!
God. So I'm
Okay.
counting
So now,
1,
hold on.
2.
It's for 2 players, so you need at least 4 access points. And they have to include Faith's number 6, Blue Justice number 6, and Red number 6.
We need to make a
And
trail
then
from
any
here
one of those 2 number
to
6s.
there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
It has to go through all of
11.
them?
Yes.
So it has to be 11 blues long.
How?
We have to place
In 6 turns.
11
How?
blues.
Oh man. So yes, obviously, gold is a very difficult security measure, even on level 2.
If we don't succeed, we just have to survive.
If we don't succeed, we're getting deleted.
Well,
We won't exist.
okay.
All right, guess what, everybody? I have the list up, and we are going to figure out just who our winner is here in a second. I'm not looking, so I'm not cheating. And our winner is... Oh, I'm so sorry if I botched your name. Erskine? Erskine?
Where are you?
Erskine Thompson. Top name right there.
Oh, okay.
Erskine Thompson, I think. I know you've been active in the comments, so please, if you are still here, make sure that you give us a comment. Let us know you're still here. You won a free Kickstarter copy of the game. If he doesn't respond here in the next few minutes, we'll call another name. But if you don't win tonight, once again, remember to go to the campaign page. It's still going to be going for another, I think...
Like 15 hours or something?
Yeah, something like 15 hours. So tomorrow morning it'll be over. So be sure to get your copy of this game. It's pretty cool.
It's a fun game, yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead and keep playing while we wait for
Just make sure I have 15, so my problems can
Mr. Thompson to answer.
Okay, good.
All right. So we've done the intel phase where we read what our goals are. So let's go ahead and go on to the command phase.
Wow.
Wow.
Just wow.
Wait, we're not ready yet. Patrick, look.
Oh.
Look at all the cool things we can buy.
That happens after you put the
Oh.
spark on where you are. See, now we're caught up. All right.
Okay.
But now we're going to do a random spark. Very nerve-wracking, isn't it? We're going to put it in 2 in the red server. All right.
2-1 red. Okay.
Ooh, no winner yet.
I don't have any move actions.
Do you have you could
Oh wait, I have.
you could do
I could. Here.
do you have any other
All right, I've got a plan.
Okay.
So I'm gonna move 2 using my wild here,
Leadership.
my 2 leaderships. I'm gonna go 1, 2 onto this one with the guardian.
Are you gonna fight a guardian?
I gave away the one I was gonna use for that. Oh, Patrick. Wow.
You could-
So
you could-
if I fight, am I fighting everything or just? Oh wait, is this actually on you or is that?
That's
over
on me.
That's on you.
That's on me.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna fight the guardian.
Go for it. I believe in you.
I'm not gonna fight the guardian. There's
So,
no sparks on. There's no contaminants on the guardian.
No, you would have to put a virus on the guardian.
And you can't because you can't put things
You
down.
have to put a virus down and then move it.
And then move it.
Shift it.
I did not think that through. Wow, I feel like I didn't do as much with this turn as I should have, but I really have no choice but to wait. Okay. I'm gonna draw my cards and it's gonna be your turn.
Yep, there's no end of turn
I feel like we're gonna fail
effects
this.
here.
Just saying.
It's possible,
This does not.
but it
feel
doesn't
like
necessarily mean you lose.
No.
So
Oh, it doesn't.
No,
No,
if
if we
you fail
don't-
this last protocol, bad things might happen. But
Okay. But
Maybe we won't
Maybe
die.
we'll still be
maybe
able to
you'll still
leave.
get some points.
All right.
Okay.
It's your turn.
My turn. Beginning of my turn, I put a thing on my square. Yes.
Yep.
And then we randomly generate one.
Okay.
Not my favorite.
So on virtue, number 3
Virtue number 3.
Okay.
could have been worse.
Sounds like a cologne or something. Virtue number 3.
Oh, I thought you meant it could have been worse.
Could have been worse. That'd be a great cologne too.
Okay. I have a plan. I am going to question. I've got 2 of the cognitions, right?
Mhm.
And 1 cognition pushes 1 spark. So could I use 1 cognition to push 1 spark and 1 cognition to push the other spark?
Yeah, I think that you can use 2 to move 2, can't you?
Is that not a thing?
Yeah, so it's the cognition command per
square to be pushed
contaminant
away.
or spark pushed away.
Okay.
So you
Cool.
can get both
So
of those.
I am going to push both of these over to 1.
Nice. Good move.
That's going to be fun. Then I am going to use this card, but I'm using it for its execute function, which lets me flip 1 contaminant, which is fancy because then I get to flip that guy and make him a blue,
All right.
which is pretty great. And
Push all the things.
no, seriously.
Oh, he's here! Look! I was just about to announce another winner. Hold on. I was just about to announce another winner, but we got an I'm here from Mr. Thompson here. Congratulations, you won. I will contact you after this video and get your information so we can send it on to Victory Point Games.
Congratulations!
Congratulations. Once again, if you guys didn't win, there's still time to go to the campaign page and claim your reward. It's a very cool game. It's a very fun game. And once again, even though this looks gorgeous, this is just the press kit version of the game. The components are going to be much higher quality, and there's a lot of stretch goals that they unlocked.
If you can get in at a Kickstarter, you should, because they come out with all kinds of stretch goals and stuff that don't always come with the game, or maybe you have to purchase separately later. So
And there's
get
Kickstarter
your stretch goals
exclusive.
now.
There's Kickstarter exclusive duck boxes for the cards, and they are awesome.
Yeah,
looking.
get
So,
those. So back it right now.
Yes.
All right.
Back to the game.
Okay. So then, before we do the next step, Patrick, I have a question for
Yes.
you, and this question mostly involves like pathways and traveling and the shortest distance between 2 points.
We're gonna need those.
So I have a question, and my question is this: do I want to go up? Or do I want to go through your square? What's our pathway going to be
We need
from making?
to-
Because it needs to go from this 6 to my 6.
So we've got some. Oh, I don't think you can teleport to the blue installation, huh? You can only teleport away from it.
You can if you have a card that lets you do it.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that it might be best to go.
So it has to be a continuous line.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think it can
we go
branch.
here and down?
It can branch, right? The line.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think
It's
that
still part of the
we
path.
can skip this guardian
Yeah.
by going through this one,
And then
5
up.
and 6, and then make this line go down here
Oh, okay.
into red.
Okay. So it doesn't have to be one continuous.
Correct.
No. So we're gonna have one
As
little
long
branch
as they all
over here.
connect, it's still one path.
Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this, and I'm going to make those 2 leadership wilds into blues and plant another blue here, and then I'm going to
No.
Well, you can pick it up and take it with
yes,
you.
I can, because I have one more blue, which means I can move. Yay! I'm going to pick it up and move here and put it down there with me. And then I'm actually going to use this green, and because I don't like the idea of having multiple of the little things in my square, I'm going to push that out. So it's me and a blue, and now we have a 2-thing road done.
We have a road.
No,
We have a
why am I
road.
discarding that? That's
You have a
dumb.
row.
No, I didn't. I didn't use
So
that.
now
Okay.
keep in mind, guys, that before you determine whether you succeed or fail, there is a contaminants deletion phase.
No!
So if there are sparks in the same
Ugh.
partitions as your path, it will delete it.
Why are you
Okay.
trying to make this game harder for me,
It
Alex?
doesn't need to be any harder. My heart's pounding. Okay.
That's great.
Now
Alright,
I draw
so-
back up to 5?
Yeah.
Or draw an additional 5.
5 more. Yeah.
5 more. Okay.
Yoshi's walking around Walmart and still watching.
That's the correct way to walk around Walmart.
That's commitment right there. Thank you, Yoshi.
Okay.
What would that get us?
So now her turn. Was that
My
that was
turn
your
is done. Yes.
Okay. So do we have a random? No.
Nope. So if that was the end of your turn, you said?
Yeah.
That was the end of my turn.
All right. So did you drop back at 5?
I draw back up to 5.
Okay. And now it's your turn because there's no end of
Okay.
turn phase.
So I gotta put a spark.
No
on
end
me.
of turn effects.
On mine. No, on yours.
No, on me.
Yep. Oh, now this is really cool. So what happens is when this happens, what happens is it's going to cause an explosion. So the explosion happens, and it's going to go to the next lowest. Pretty sure it's lowest. It would go down here, but instead of being a spark, it is now a flare. And flares
turn into firewalls.
Cover up contaminants.
No, no, they don't. That's wrong. I don't like that at all.
But and the Guardian's still there? It doesn't explode and disappear?
Nope.
Ah, come on!
Oh, did you think it was going to do something nice for you?
Yes.
I was hoping so.
Do you have a thing that gets rid of guardians or things on adjacent squares?
No.
Okay.
Alright. I'm going to... Gosh, this just feels like... After any sparkle... Okay. I'm going to move... We gotta get rid of this Guardian.
Okay.
It has to go. So, I'm gonna move. Paying a while to do that. I'm going to create a virus where I'm at.
Okay.
I'm going to,
There's a blue.
yeah, I'm going to take it back with me to the Guardian.
Yes.
Oh.
What? Have I been playing wrong?
Nope. But it created 2 flares, not 1. Just so you know.
That's twice as bad!
Oh, man.
Okay.
Game, you are difficult and challenging, and hard and not
So-
easy.
That Guardian is worth 4 spark.
Yes. 4 sparks.
I believe in you.
I am worth 3
You are worth 2.
viruses right now. Well, 2 plus my 1, that's 3.
Yep.
I'm all in. I'm gonna go ahead and donate 4, 5, 6, 7 against the Guardian.
All right. So did you roll?
Oh, 9 against the Guardian.
And the Guardian has 4 already, right?
Guardian's worth 4.
5.
Yes!
You
You've
deleted
the
Move
Guardian.
that guy out
the
of there!
Guardian.
All
Congratulations.
In your face.
right. I've used everything I had to do that.
But you could, if you make a yellow, you could use a yellow and one other color. Oh, I don't know. Never mind. Yellows can convert things sometimes, but we probably don't have enough to do that.
No,
What does that
I
special
have-
one do?
Delete one spark on your partition and add a replicant. So what I'll do is next time I'll just save that so I can delete the spark that's going to show up on me.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to draw my 5 cards. And it's your turn.
Okay. Question about. Sorry, go ahead.
So real quick, Robin had a really good question. Robin Pryor. First of all, thank you so much for joining. This is Robin's first game night joining us.
Hi, Robin.
Welcome.
Thank you.
It's only my second game night, so.
We do this every single week. We do it Wednesday nights at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every week, and we announce we try to announce the game that we're playing next week by the end of Friday, by the end of our weekly update on Friday. However, if you hang out to the end of this video, we're going to go ahead and talk about what we're playing next week on this video. So.
Yeah. And also, if you like watching our videos, on Fridays, Alex does, he shows you everything that's come out the week and does an unboxing. So
If
it's
there's something to unbox.
yeah, it's
Sometimes
also something
it's
that
dry.
you should try and catch.
Yes. All right.
All right, so that was the end of my turn. It's
Okay.
your turn. Did you put your spark down?
No, because I have a question about
Oh, yeah.
sparks and flares, and whether 2 flares plus a spark makes a guardian or not.
What
I'm
happens
sorry.
what happens when the spark shows up where there's
Okay,
already
so
2
I've
flares?
got 2 flares on my square.
So it will create a firewall.
2 sparks and two flares and a spark.
Yep.
Create a
We'll still
firewall.
Create a firewall.
And a firewall, can't be moved by any force in the galaxy and is super awful and terrible,
Correct.
and we hate it.
It means we can't pass through it.
Firewalls are a bad thing. You can't go through it.
Okay, and so that's a flipped.
Okay, So
Guardian?
let's just do this.
Now we get rid of all those, right?
Yeah, so I'm putting this here. That means there's 3 gray things,
no.
and at least one of them is a flare, which turns it into a firewall. And now there's a firewall in that square, which I don't like or appreciate.
So,
And we can't remove a firewall.
I think they're permanent.
Does the firewall block the contaminant?
I believe so. Hold on.
What?
If there's a contaminant already there,
Yes.
give me just a second. Because I can't remember exactly how that part of it worked. Because we haven't gotten to that part yet.
I don't think that we're going to achieve our goal this time. I'm out of cards and our road got defeated.
Our road of 2
Our road of 2.
partitions is now a road of 1, which is a road to nowhere, really.
Yeah.
That's really sad.
It's just like a break.
Okay, let's see here.
Here's what I want to
Okay, avatars cannot voluntarily enter a partition with a firewall.
do. Mm-hmm.
The instant an avatar and a firewall share a partition, relocate that avatar by rolling the spark dice and placing the avatar in the indicated partition.
Oh, wow. You're getting booted.
You're getting...
Can I take
Moved.
my little blue thing with me?
no.
That it's sitting on. Probably not.
No, of course not.
Oh, well, you get to choose which...
3
Number
on
three
the one of your
I'm
choice.
getting relocated to here.
Okay,
I think that would be best.
all right. So
Yes?
then
What do
relocate.
you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, because then I'm...
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm close to this. Okay. Boom. Done.
All right, so now we have a firewall there.
Okay. Well, I haven't lost all hope, but this would certainly be a lot easier if we had had access ports that were not on the furthest end of everything from each other to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, way to have built the board, Patrick.
I almost made it in a straight line, so
I'm...
you're welcome.
What can I say except you're welcome? Okay. Anything else I need to know, Rules Master?
I don't think so. I'm still looking up the whole
Whether I get
firewall.
to take it with me?
Well, you won't get to take it with you, but
Okay.
I am seeing... Because normally, if a flare gets deleted, it takes the contaminant with it.
Oh, but the flare did not get deleted.
Right.
It got turned into a
it got
firewall.
turned into a firewall.
Okay. Well, we're not over
But go
there
ahead and
anymore,
keep
so I
going.
don't think we
I'll
have to
look that
worry
up, but
about
you
it.
guys can go ahead.
I feel like, are you going to take out the Guardian right over here? Because if we're not terribly
We don't
worried...
need to.
We don't? There are... Hay dos. Solamente dos.
No.
I think
I
you
have
don't have
I
any,
have 0.
You have
I have
no ability to do that. Okay.
I could possibly fight it, but it would be like the last thing I do. The last thing I can do.
Okay. Well, if it gets
If
to
you
be
want,
danger, well,
I will go fight the Guardian. I will do it for you.
My knight in shining t-shirt. Okay. I am going to look at what we have on the board here. Infect action. I delete all sparks from one partition
Oh.
adjacent.
It wipes out all contaminants.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Just making sure. All right.
So that's no longer a square.
In case you had any hope, there you go.
We have deleted it.
What do I want to do? Maybe I want to... Nope, don't want to purchase any things.
Okay.
I don't think
So-
I could.
Maybe we should just fight some stuff if we can't put anything down right now.
Yeah.
Okay. But I don't have any way to fight
Well,
anything
you do
because...
have. Oh, you don't have any reds.
Nope. I mean, I have 2 reds.
You can push. You can shift.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
shift
That was
those
what I was
out of
gonna
there.
do. So
You could at
I'm
least
gonna
split those up so they don't become a guardian.
Use that. Can I push them in 2 different directions?
I don't see why
Yes, you can
Yeah,
shove them to shift them
okay.
to wherever you want.
Then
Just do one
I'm
at a
going
time.
to
not.
shift
Lift those
that,
up because
and
they've
then
been
I'm going to
naughty.
shift that. Oh, I can move from any open partition to any other partition. I'm currently in an open partition.
Yeah.
Nice.
Am I not? I am.
You are.
Correct.
So I could move somewhere. Open means no sparks on it.
It means
Open
you're not
means it's not
enclosed.
enclosed by other partitions.
This
which all of them
is
are,
enclosed.
right?
Except for-
That's enclosed.
Yeah, this is enclosed and that's enclosed.
And that one.
Okay.
There's actually a few on this
So
one.
I could move to lots of places.
Yeah, anywhere on the edge of the board.
Question for the rules moderator over there. If I moved to a square occupied by this magic character here that counts for a bonus 2 to the fighting with viruses rule, could I use him as my bonus 2 fighting for viruses?
Your avatar adds 2 to any infection scores at your partition.
Ta-da! Okay,
But I don't have anything on my partition to fight with. I already killed it. That was almost a cool thing.
I don't know what I was meaning to do with that then. And this lets me teleport to... I could teleport from here to any square?
Yeah.
Okay.
It may be worth just drawing the rest of your cards to see if you get anything better.
I can't use those though.
You would get to use them on
My next
your
turn.
next turn.
Okay.
And since
There
you can
isn't-
do as many things as you want to on your turn,
Then I just
you're
have
not really
I'm gonna
losing
have
anything.
all of them.
You would have access to everything.
Okay. I feel like that might be cheating. Do I want to just... I'm just gonna... I don't know why I would do this,
No.
but it gets me a bonus extra blue. So I'm gonna
Right.
I'm gonna sell that and buy this.
Mm-hmm.
And what is that? That's not gonna
You
do
already
anything.
have one of those.
Okay. Okay, then I'm just gonna draw the rest of my cards and have that be the end of my turn.
Okay. All right. So that's the end of that turn. That means we're on the start of the last turn.
Right, so you put this down.
put a spark down.
Yep.
On me.
Yep.
Okay.
And then refill the hack shack.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And then random spark. Red 1.
Red, white.
Good job.
You're welcome. All right. We're gonna do this.
Are ya?
What are we gonna do?
Are ya?
All right. I'm going to delete the spark on my location. Is that the best one I have? Yeah.
So we're just trying not to die, right? That's what I'm getting from
That's it.
this.
Right.
We're just trying to live as long as possible. We're going to delete the spark on my location and change it into a yellow.
Okay.
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 Do you have any reds that are single reds or anything? You have no
I have
reds.
the one I'm carrying with me. So
But you could use the leadership on this to buy this, which would give you 2 reds, and then if you want to battle the next guardian, that might be a thing you could do. But then you would
I don't have any. Oh, use that.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
use your double blue to buy this blue and use that as the red to buy this. You're just swapping out all over the place.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do
Okay.
the first thing. So we'll use that as a there. Good. Take that. I'm going to move over here, and I'm going to take the red one with me. To delete one spark on the petition location. All right, I'm going to use 2 destruction commands to fight this guardian. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh.
Versus
Oh no.
6.
That means
Tie
I lose one, don't I?
goes to the destroyer.
Yeah.
No.
So you lose a virus.
No.
No.
No. That did nothing for me.
Good job.
It doesn't
Thank
say
you.
delete 1 virus from your square. It just says delete 1 virus.
Does it really?
It just
I think
does.
it's in the
In the
fight
battle.
though.
It's implied.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. With the videos that I was watching.
It was
Yeah.
okay.
All right.
By the way, there is a really good series of videos by the creator that's actually on the campaign page as well. It's a playlist by Ricky Royal, who designed Renegade.
There's not much else I can do here except run away. I'm gonna run away. I'm gonna run 3 away from the Guardian in case it explodes and kills me at the end of the game. So, 1, 2, 3.
Oh man. You're really running.
All
Got
right.
nothing?
Got nothing.
Was that it?
That's it.
Alright, so now it's Maureen's last turn.
Okay. So I get one of these on my square, correct?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And then you would refill. Is this
That's
one of
not.
yours?
No,
Oh, that's-
Patrick used
okay.
that.
Good job, Patrick.
Then
I
we're-
was just
Fill
feeling
the hack
sloppy.
check.
and then another
then-
one happens.
Yellow 4.
Okay, not so bad.
That's fine. Yeah.
We're okay with it.
Not so bad.
Not too bad.
Okay.
Okay. I guess maybe I would want to do this right before I move, but I can shift up to 3 contaminants from any. Oh, contaminants.
Yeah, the good
Contaminants.
ones.
Yeah. Okay. Delete 1 spark on your partition or an adjacent partition,
Okay, that's
which
a good one.
I could do because I'm assuming
We should get
there's-
rid of some sparks. They might do something bad at the end of this.
Okay, so I am going. Oh, but wait. Oh no, I could still. Okay, so I'm going to play this card. The execute function allows me to delete a spark on my partition or an adjacent partition.
Nice.
I'm actually going to delete it on an adjacent partition because the next thing I'm going to do is move. Yeah, the next thing I'm going to do is move from my partition to this one, and then I'm going to spawn or create a virus, which might help me defend against something.
Okay.
Oh. And then I'm going to use these 3 leadership wild cards to create another virus, because I think viruses might be handy. I don't know. And then do we want to end up on the same square? Because then if we have to battle anything,
Yeah, maybe we can like hug.
I
You
think.
know.
Okay, so we can both move on to the same partition, correct?
That's what I was looking up, and I can't find anything on it, so I'm guessing yes.
I'm
It seems like everything else can share a partition. I don't see why we
doesn't say
can't.
that you
So
can't,
I'm
so
gonna
I could be
use
wrong,
this
but
to
as
carry
far as my
these
knowledge
viruses here, so that if we have to do any battles, you can kick some butt.
Alright.
And I think that's all I can do.
The closest thing I can think of is mine does say to any infection scores at your partition.
Yeah.
So that
now
means there is a
we're all
likelihood that somebody would be infecting.
Okay.
All right.
So
Alrighty, so that is it for the last round of command phases, and now we go into the final countermeasures phase. So the first thing we're going to do is viruses are going to fight any countermeasures that they are in the same partition with.
They each roll
so
one.
I'm going to start that one. Yep, they each roll 1. You can't apply any
bonuses.
bonuses to it of any
So
sort.
3. So it's a
4
4
versus 2. So
Yes.
you destroy the
Alright.
spark there. And now we have another
That
one
one.
up here. Oh, 7 versus 6. You destroyed that one as well.
Yes.
Deleted that one as well.
Just call me a virus deleter. Spark deletion
Alright,
machine.
so now any other contaminants that are sharing a partition with sparks need to go away.
Nope.
There aren't any.
There aren't
That's
any.
the one good thing we did.
Nice. Alright, so now any guardians or firewalls sharing a space with installations?
Nope.
Nope. Alright, so then we move on to the success or failure step. Now, once again, the goal of this security measure was having a pathway connecting the required number of access points, which is 4 in this one, to each other, which must include faith and each renegade's own access point. Unfortunately,
We
you guys
failed
did not
as hard as we
get that
possibly
one
could
going.
fail.
So, In the fail, we're going to add 1 spark to every partition on Faith.
Faith is purple.
So now, hold on a second. There's going to be some special things with that because we've got a Guardian there.
Oh no.
All right. The quote was, "Building a path across the network is part of construct and part construct and part construction." You forgot one part. All right, so we're going to add. You start with the highest number. Starting with 6, 5, 4, which is going to explode, and moved over here with 2, which is again going to turn it into a firewall.
No.
All right, and then 1, there and 2, and 1 and 1.
Okay, so we didn't run out of sparks and we didn't run out of guardians.
Correct.
Which is probably the only thing we did right.
Right. So that's the card you failed. Unfortunately, we don't get to keep that as points, but that does mean that you survived this game.
You survived the network.
You survived the
We did it
network,
together.
and now we get to calculate your points. So, actually, sorry, I almost forgot. We still have to move sparks. Give me that card back there real quick.
It could still get worse.
It could still get worse. All right,
I
so...
know this and everything it stands for.
All right, we're going to move down 1, so 5 will go to 4. And in green, we're going to move up, so 2 will go to 3.
3 will go to 4?
Nope, 2 to go to 3. Just the lowest number. And then the highest number on blue will go up. Or sorry, did I do that right?
Yeah, so 4 will go to 5.
Oh, I was reading this wrong. Sorry. 3 was supposed to go to 2. So
Okay.
there you go. So yeah, now 4 will go to 5 on
Okay.
blue. And it looks like 2 will go to 3 on yellow. So nothing bad happened during the move.
Wow,
Okay.
that could have been worse.
That could have been really bad. All right, so
Good job for
You guys survived.
deleting on
congratulations, you
Sorry,
survived.
that was.
And let's score these points here. All right, so you get 1 victory point per complete set of 5 spark tokens in the stock. So not in the network, what's out here.
So 1 point.
Yep, you get 1 point for that. You get 1 victory point per installation token on the network.
So that makes
One.
it
2
2
points. 5 victory points per guardian token in the stock. So that puts you up to 7 points. And then 25 victory points per security level successfully completed, which is 2.
I need more dice.
So you got 50. So you got 57 points. All right. You are in the low range of winning.
But we're still in the winning range.
But here's what it says. It says, "Good job, Renegades. You have survived your encounter with the SMCs for just long enough to progress the Renegade cause. Mother has been distracted and her defenses weakened, but you didn't do quite enough to bring her down. We need to regroup and consider how we can do better next time." All right. That was Renegade from Victory Point Games. This is an incredible game, right?
Yes.
And once again, this is on Kickstarter right now and will only be there until the morning. So once again, about another 15 hours or so. Be sure to go to the campaign link in the comments section of this video and get yourself a copy because it was amazing. I want to thank Victory Point Games for sponsoring this video and for getting this awesome press kit version of the game that we could play through. Knocking cameras around. But yeah, what do you guys think?
It was a lot of fun. It's a really pretty game to look at. Has great art. I love how it has this like 80s, 90s futuristic vibe to it. I was saying earlier, I could definitely hear the intro to like Escape from New York, while playing this.
Definitely.
I love cooperative games. They're my favorite games to play.
They really
And this game did a really good job of ramping up the difficulty, and there wasn't a time where I was like, oh, I feel like we got this. It was definitely like, the whole way through. So I think they did a really good job of like scaling that up.
Well, and what's fun about this is even if we play against Alpha-Moby again, the objectives will all be different.
Right.
So it'll be,
the
and the map will be different. So it's going to be a completely different game. And if that's even not enough, I can change to a different character and have different abilities.
So lots of different customization.
You can play this game a lot of times and still always see something different.
All right, once again, congratulations to Erskine. That he just showed me how to pronounce his name. So Erskine, thank you so much for joining us. And like I said, I'll get your information and send it on to Victory Points Games so you can get your free Kickstarter copy of the game.
That's exciting.
For everybody else, be sure to go to the campaign right now because it's almost over and get your copy. It's awesome. You don't want to miss out on all the stretch goals that they have and the Kickstarter exclusive deck boxes. Next week, please join us once again on Wednesday, 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we're going to be playing Wasteland Express Delivery Service. This is from Pandasaurus Games, and it looks like a lot of fun. Please check out the unboxing video I did earlier today. You can find it on the Facebook page. This is going to be an amazing game. Very heavy game, but it's going to be a lot of fun. That's it.
Right.
Be sure to pay attention to the Facebook page for the next 3 or 4 days because we'll have Chris and possibly Nick posting pictures, videos, and maybe some live videos from Gen Con 50. It's going to be awesome. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next week.